Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're bringing you some spice straight from Infinipatrons. If you don't know who that is, he's one of the best players in the America server and always comes up with this really interesting deck. So make sure you check them out on Runeterra AR and their Twitch stream. However, recently Infinipatrons has been playing Lulu Braum with Warden of the Tribes, and this actually is a pretty fun, just straight up board presence deck, right? The idea is that you're able to kind of use the Lulu support package with the Braum and the Rhinefang Wolf, which are your challengers, to kind of be able to get a lot of favorable trades against the opponent. And then slowly you can always build up a board, and eventually by turn 8, just play that Warden of the Tribes and just have this big board of like 6, 7, etc, etc. It's really fun. It's really fun if you kind of like this more board presence decks. So if you want to give this a shot, make sure to watch this video right now. And if you do like it, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this match, we're good against Samira and Akshan. All right. I mean, we have a little bit of challengers, right? Maybe we... This is risky. I like the Pits and the Rhinefang Wolf. I want to see if I can get Lulu Braum, or heck, even the Young Witch kind of seems very nice here. I do have to be careful. I guess if the opponent has Samira, this could be a problem. Okay, well, that's not a Samira.
You know how it is.
We can go Flower Child.
This is justice.
Pits. And then Wolf. I forgot that Pits gets barrier, by the way. I forgot that Pits actually gets barrier now. That actually would have been better off later. Opponent will have to have like Shapestone into Grappling Hook to be able to kill this. They have it. Huh? They have exactly what I said, right? That's fine. We eat it up. We eat up the first one. We'll just pass here. We'll have a second Rhinefang Wolf. Here we can go Combat Cook and make their attack a little bit worse. So we can go Combat Cook and potentially make their attack worse here, right? Especially with this tough. If they want to attack into me, I'm okay with that. I'm down to eat a second Shapestone if they have it.
What was theirs is now ours.
I'm gonna give it to you. If you have the second Shapestone, go ahead and do it. Right? Because the reason that I want to do this is because this taps them out. So this taps them out of the... I guess they still have it. I guess they could still have it. Okay, that's a problem. So we can go Young Witch into second Wolf. They could still have their thing. Yeah, that's actually so annoying. I can't do anything here. I have to go rip it. If they have the if they have the Siphoning Strike, they have the Siphoning Strike. I'm playing around the Siphoning Strike here. But if they have it, they have it. This could also just be easily a Quicksand, right? It's a Quicksand, they can kill this. Yeah, if you have it, you have it. I'm gonna give it to you. I need to start using my stuff so that I can actually try to get my my Lulu leveled up, right? Ambassador, you whiff, so that's a Samira on the top of their deck. So because they whiffed that, it's telling me that that's a Samira. If that was a Samira, why not? I don't get it. I'm kind of confused here. It's a blood for blood. I'll let you take it. It was a blood for blood. It wasn't a Samira. Wow, that's interesting. They want to just get this Warlord. So that was a blood for blood, not a Samira that they whiffed with. Here we can go Young Witch, Flower Child, and then go Sailing Thousand Tails and just put pressure into them. That's why I didn't mind trading here. Because if I can put pressure into them, that's also very good for us. They will be able to get this Warlord's Horde enable, which is going to give them a lot of draw. We have to just try to find the Warden of the Tribes now. Yeah, so you go here. This naturally gets enabled next turn. Spell shield, sure. Blood for blood, since that was a Samira. If that was a Samira, the opponent would just play her before they played anything else, before they played the Swinging Blade. Because they could have challenged my stuff. So here we can go Flower Shower, and then down to play the Sending Thousand Tails and just have like this big board that the opponent has to deal with. Yeah, you get all the value that you want. You get 5 cards. Yeah, that's cool. Let's go Seinen. There's our Warden of the Tribes. And if we put this pressure and then be able to play these Wardens, we should be in a decent spot to get to where we need to be. The opponent really doesn't have a way to kill my units here. I guess they do here. So if we play... So when this gets supported, if we go like this, we're trading these 2 guys. Opponent can have a Quicksand and deal with my elusives here, but 3 of my units stay alive, right? So 3 of my units will stay alive, and that's enough for my Warden to try. Yeah, like they can go for their Quicksand right now, all that they want. They still have to trade. 4 of my units stay alive. Sorry, I don't know why I said 3. So 4 of my units stay alive, and then we play Warden, and we're chilling. Okay, 3 of my units stay alive. So opponent finally used that Blood for Blood. They go down to 2, and we have this big Warding of the Tribes, and opponent just used their first Quicksand. They will be able to trigger this Warlord's Horde very quickly. Even if they get Samira at this point, or Akshan, it doesn't matter. They only have 2 cards plus the Samira. They will not be... I guess if they have another equipment, they can do the swap of the equipment here. But I still don't think it's going to matter when we play the double Warning of the Tribes. They didn't pick an equipment here. So I think I should be okay to just do whatever I want. And just win the game. I mean, it is... We didn't get our champions. Opponent technically didn't... They got the action, so they got 1 champion. So it's like... It sucks for them, but they did get some value, right? So then we go like this. Play second Warden. And win the game. That way we have 2 Overwhelms. They can challenge, right? They can challenge, and if they have a... They have Absolver. They can kill one of these girls. So they're gonna do it this way because they want to trigger this Warlord's Palace, right? They want to trigger this Warlord's Palace. But even if they do that, like, it's not winning in the game. It's my thing, right? So they can kill either one of these. Alright, they're gonna kill the Warden of the Tribes. They're gonna get the Warlord's Palace enabled. And then we play the second Warden of the Tribes. And just do the same thing again. Like, I understand where they're going, right? Can they actually trigger this Warlord's Horde? I don't think so, right?
What was theirs is now
They will have to have a card here that they could play. Alright, so yeah, so they can now trigger this Warlord's Horde. So we just go second Warden of the Tribes. And that's game. Boom. Because they're gonna lose to all this unit. They're gonna have to use their whole board, right? Even if they can survive, even if they have a second Quicksand to survive the Overwhelm, they're losing their whole board, and I just have all the barriers from them forward. So, GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Ezreal and Annie. So this is a bad matchup for us because the opponent has a lot of removal, and it's very likely that they have access to Braum, right? This Caretaker with Braum is kind of cute. I might actually keep this whole hand. I might keep this whole hand, including the moral support. Okay. So it is going to be like a full control deck, right? Which is my problem in this matchup. I'm gonna throw the Young Witch out. If the opponent wants to Blaze Edge this, I'm okay with that. Blaze Edge, Mystic Shot, just you want to do it now? Do it now. I need to play the Caretaker over the Wolf. just so that I have 2 units that I can support with. So this gives me 2 units that I can support with, even if one of these dies. So even if one of these cards die, we can still have the second one. I mean, unless the opponent has the flock as well. If they have the flock, then they have the flock. I want to just trigger this support for the Braum. Is my problem here. For the moral support. Sorry. So the opponent should Mystic this before I can get my moral support up. Or flock. I guess that works too. And again, this is the problem in this matchup, that opponent just does this all game long, and no matter how much I try, they're always gonna have blockers. I don't even think that I go after the Augmented Clockling, because if the opponent has another flock, we just lose this Braum for free. Like, it's probably better for me to keep this Braum for when I get a Lulu or something similar. Okay. Now the opponent's gonna have Braum in next turn, and that's gonna be really bad for us. So I'm not allowed to develop here because the opponent has Braum in. I guess we can play the Lulu. And if the opponent throws this Braum in down, we still get value from the Braum and the Lulu combo. And get that moral support up. If it's just a single spell, we can moral support it, even if it costs me 4 mana. If it's Disintegrate, I think I'm fine with that. This Conservatory is going to be a big deal too, because it's going to make all their stuff just so much better. So, assuming that this is going to be a flock that the opponent's going to go for, right? So let's say this is going to be a flock that they're going to go for. Maybe we just go Brittle Steel on it right now. No, let's let them flock it. Let's get my value and get at least another unit here. So Disintegrate. So now we can just Brittle Steel. So we use up the Disintegrate. We get the Brittle Steel out of this. Opponent has to have another card. I'm gonna force him to use all their spells here. If they play another spell, I will go for the moral support. We don't get the... Okay. We don't get the thing, right? We don't get the thing, which kind of sucks. We'll get it after. If the opponent had a way to kill this, they have to do it after, right? Alright. Again, I'm gonna force you to use that one card. Whatever it is that you have, I'm gonna force you to use it. They had it. They wanted to save the Caustic Whip from when they had the Tybok on the field, so they get it. That's fine. Let's go for the second Wolf. If opponent wants to play Tybok next turn, we have the chance of just committing lethal by having so many units on the field. That's a great draw. If I get the Warden of the Tribes from this game is going to be almost done. Of course. First I get the Tybok. I don't think it's correct to save this Lulu. There we go. Because now I'm just going to go Warden of the Tribes and have the moral support to keep my lethal attack open, right? So then we go like this. Boom. And now how do you bid this? That's why the opponent wanted to save the Caustic Rift, because they had the Braum in, right? So now that they don't have the Caustic Rift anymore, and we have all these attackers, and we have this moral support, and opponent just spent 3 mana that they didn't have, and we were able to get there, right? That's why this Xurian is so good. We got lucky that he drew the Warden of the Tribes, but we do have 3 Warden of the Tribes in the deck. So it's also not impossible for it to have hit that. The opponent didn't trigger Flow last turn, so the Caustic Whip costs 4. And yeah, we had this moral support to protect at least one of my units. And as long as 2 of these units push damage, we're fine. I'm actually gonna pull the Braum in with the one that's already damaged, because if they have like a Mystic Shot, they can kill this one. Anyways. Alright. So here's the thing, right? If they have the Katarina spell, the Blaze Dance, they cannot kill these 2 units, right? So that's why I pulled with this full wolf instead of this one. So it doesn't matter what they have. They cannot win anymore. Even if it's the blade, even if it's the Blade Dance. Even if you have double flock here, we still have 14 damage with the other 2. Yeah. Let me add insult to injury here and just show him that we have the way to protect one of them. And just do 25 damage. One of them costs 0, by the way, so that could have actually been a punish for us. Like, if the opponent had a Blaze Edge, they could have actually killed the wolf and tried to win the game that way. If we didn't pull this right way, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Draven, Samira, and Sion. So it's going to be an aggressive deck. I don't know that we have enough to actually play around that. I kind of like this moral support. This is a weird hand. I don't have any of my challengers, but I think this moral support is actually very clutch. Because it's going to force the opponent to have to actually not tap out a removal. We end up getting a challenger anyway, so we can go Omen Hawk. If we play this Young Witch first, opponent could have a Mystic. If they have it, they have it. I just want to enable my moral support. Yeah, if they want to kill this with Samira, I think I'm fine with that. Now my moral support is enabled, and we can start going for the wolf. We can also just Troshan here. It's kind of cute. Okay, this Troshan is kind of cute.
No problem.
So we just say okay here, and we just play the wolf. So then next time we have access to both moral support and Troshan, which is even better than we could have asked for. That was interesting. I don't know that I agree with that play, but that was interesting. That the opponent went for it that way. So we can go like this. I don't like Samira. Samira can level up really easily with this Draven on the field. So I really don't like the Samira. We still have access to this moral supports that we talked about. If the opponent goes for like a blowback here, we just go moral support. And the opponent still loses Samira for free. As well as lost, what did they do? They did the spinning axe and something else, right? Why is it not showing me the second card that they discarded? Am I missing? Oh, it's Sion. It was a Sion. Okay. I was like, why is it not showing me the second card? It's because it was a Sion. Okay, then we go like this. Get a Pits. So they got the Overwhelm on that Draven. They're gonna try to just go all in for a bunch of damage. That's 8 damage. If we block here and go like this, I'm chilling. Which is better to keep, the Xorian or the Wolf? I guess we go like this. We go like this first and force them to use that spinning axe. And once they use the spinning axe, we can always just Troshan instead and keep both. Yeah, we just go like this and keep both units. We have this moral support, and we're gonna have this Seinen. That's gonna be a lot of value for us. And then we just need to find that Warden of the Tribes and we win this game. We're still at 11, so we're still very, very healthy. We have a second Troshan now, which is really good. We play this Pits, which lets me kill that Revenant if the opponent plays it. Okay, well, I guess we'll go like this for now. We will lose this Rheinfag Wolf, and I'm okay giving you this. Let's start actually putting pressure into them so that we can kill them. Let's kill the opponent. We have moral support and we have Troll Shan. So Samira doesn't scare me at all. If opponent has Sion next, we can still play the same in Thousand Tails. And now this Lulu is also leveled up. Yeah, so we just go like this. And now what? So now how are you killing us? Moral support and Troll Shan means that the Sion is not a problem. Opponent only has one Sion and they kicked it back to their deck earlier. So then, the problem is that I don't get the pits, right? I will not get the pits. If you want to give me this, I mean, I'll take this block, right? Like, I'll take this unit. Because I can just start working on my wolves to get the challenger. If I get the Warden of the Tribes, you kind of just lose the game. So we can go Lulu here. Into wolf. And the reason the Lulu is so good is because he makes my pits actually a threat into the opponent. And then we play one of these wolves and we can just kill whatever they play.
Time for the main event.
We still have Troll Shan and moral support as needed. Okay. So then that's the game. Because then we have Troll Shan as well to save it if the opponent has another removal. Alright, so then we go like this. And that's game. Yep. Just ended up finding the spells as I needed them, and ended up finding the right board to be able to deal with their aggression. The fact that I was able to get that wolf into Samira kill was so good for us, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Taliyah and Ziggs. So then here we're looking to just aggressively go after them. I love the moral support, but I feel like it might be a little bit too early. Man, like this Glacial Assurance is so good though. Feels bad to kick this away because I might need that unit. Why don't we just keep this whole hand? Why don't we just keep this whole hand and just have all these big units that the opponent's gonna have to deal with? Like, the combat kick is kind of risky, but I think it's actually gonna be worth it as well. The problem here is that the opponent's gonna have the freaking vulnerable, right? So it makes this wolf a lot harder to justify. Yeah.
This'll be a blast.
Let's give it to him. We'll go for the Troll Shan. We'll go for the Troll Shan. Okay. If they go like this, I'm gonna keep the Troll Shan and just go combat kill. I was gonna give them the Troll Shan if they pull with the 6, so then I can pull right back with it. But since they didn't pull with the 6, I think I'm okay going for combat kill. Then go Glacial Saurian and kind of go from there. This Tough is so good because now I don't have to worry about the 6 damage. He also protects me against quite a bit of things, and the Tough is even better with the Troll Shan online. We can go for the Saurian. So my units are big enough that I'm not concerned about the opponent just like aggroing us down. We'll go like this. You want to take 5. That's going to set me up for the Warden of the Tribes later. We can go Glacial Saurian. Hopefully we get a 3-drop. Okay, we can just go Caretaker and Braum next turn. I guess not. No, we can't go Caretaker and Braum. We'll go like this. Let them play Taliyah if they want to. Okay, this is a great hit. This is a great hit. So we can go... The Rider Arcane is dealing 4, so I have to be careful about that. We can go Caretaker into Wolf and be able to kill that 6. If they're not playing Taliyah right now, it's because they don't have her.
Light the fuse.
Right? Would it make sense otherwise? This is such an easy block, right? Like, do you really have nothing? I guess they really have nothing. All right. Let's go like this. Unleash energy. I think that's still fine, right? You lose a big unit that you could have gotten, and you're still losing to the wolf next turn. So I'm still gonna have this wolf next turn. What if we go pits? What if it's actually Braum with the Pan of Pain instead of the wolf? Right? Like, what if it's Braum? And this gives me access to another blocker because I'm gonna get access to the Poro. I think I'm cool with this. And we'll go here. Just pull that 6. And also get the Mighty Poro. Hourglass, alright. Like, they can keep this 6 alive. And it is gonna be a lot of burn, but I'm not scared of it just yet. Right? Like, I'm not scared of it just yet. This Braum is still like a big unit that the opponent has to deal with. Their 6 can still die if they attack into the Braum. They haven't shown me that. I mean, I guess Absolver. We are in Eternal, so Absolver. Okay, so just like that as well. That could be a problem. So Troll Shan and Moral Support is 4. We have 9, so that leaves me with 5. So we can go ahead and just play the second Glacial Shoya and still have enough. If they don't do anything, they're just losing to this Warden of the Tribes, right? Like, how do they beat this Warden of the Tribes? I guess they don't. So this is just game, right? This is just game. I guess they could have the big unit, right? I'm gonna pass. They have the big unit, right? If they have the big unit, I want to pass and just play a second Warden of the Tribes. Yeah, the Arsenal. There we go. That's what I was thinking, that they have the Arsenal. So then we just go like this.
How'd you know?
And your Arsenal doesn't even get to kill anything? I figured that they had the Arsenal based on how they were playing last time and they didn't play anything with 8 mana open. If I attack into the 6, opponent could just play like a bunch of landmarks and then have the Arsenal this turn. So I was okay with them burning that and then going this way. Now here, I do think it's correct for us to attack into this Arsenal and just kill it. We have 3 Overwhelm units. And opponent can have 1 Quicksand, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. So here we go. We get to just kill the whole board and just win with like double Warden of the Tribes. So GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Fiora. Oh wait, this is so bad for us because our deck is all about. Oh man, this is so bad for us. Maybe having this take card is gonna be important. Our deck is all about board presence, and the Fiora deck is gonna just love that. If we had the moral support, maybe, right? The moral support would have helped that a lot. Because he's gonna defend one of my units against the Fiora stuff. Yeah, I guess we can try to aggro them down. I did get greedy with my keep here a little bit. I just want to see the spells early, right? So we don't have freezes. We don't have a way to really deal with this Fiora. Starting on turn 4, she's going to start putting so much pressure on us. This Lulu helps out a lot. Okay, this Lulu kind of changes things now. This Lulu really changes things. I just need to force them to use all their cards early. Like, the problem is that I need Troll Shan. I need my Troll Shan. I need my other things. My other things. I don't know what that means, but my other things. If this Lulu levels up, it could be a deal for us. Seinen. The opponent's gonna have Fiora next turn. Okay, they're gonna have Fiora next turn for sure, because they're having 3. We'll go like this. Now the Fiora is 4, so we could technically play this Braum. So So we could technically play this Braum. Okay, so we have a Warden of the Tribes. And with the Warden of the Tribes, that's pretty good for us, right? Do I let them develop this Fiora here? I think I kind of have to, right? I think I have to kind of just push damage. I think I have to push damage here. Opponent can have a 4-up to actually kill the Braum and survive. I'm surprised they did that, right? I mean, you could have just waited for me to attack first. So the Trojan is fine, because the Trojan still doesn't kill my Braum. Now the problem is that I'm gonna lose the Lulu next turn, but we are at least building up the units, like I said, to potentially get to a good position. So they can kill this Lulu. That's cool. We can go Sion. Another Sion. Not what we need. We can go Seinen Thousand Tails. I think I like the Seinen. So I like this Seinen so that we can potentially draw into our Trollshan or our moral support, which we desperately need. So we really need this Seinen or moral support. Why did they use... They thought that was Grant? Did they really think that was a Grant? Yeah, let's go like this. That's the moral support, right? So the moral support would allow me to save one of my units, even after the opponent challenges, which is what I'm looking for. We can attack with the rest and just set up for the Warden of the Tribes on turn 8 to finish the game. The question is, can the opponent kill 2 of my units before we get there? Continuing to attack with this Braum is a problem, because he could actually let them get there. Because if the opponent has like a repose, they can kill the Braum, and then also have another skill to kill something else. So what if we just pass? What if we don't give them this free kill here? What if we're supposed to pass? Wow, they actually just went for the single combat. So, again, I'm concerned here that the opponent could have a repose. Right? If they have a repose or a form-up, they can kill this Braum. And if they do that, I'll be 1 away from just dying next turn. I need to just play this moral support and then go for the Warden of the Tribes. Yeah, so we go moral support. We go Rhine-Fan. We go Fade. This is still keeping them 2 away. We haven't played Fade, right? Did we play a Fade? Lulu's Jodel. This is nothing. We got the Poro, the Reptile, the Dog. Unyielding Spear. Alright. So we go Flower Child.
Is it adventure time, you guys?
That's 5.
What do you say, Glow? That's yes.
Go here again.
Carrots can fly, Rib. Okay.
And then go Warden. I hope that that's enough. I'm gonna leave the Braum so that I can pull with the Braum. So the idea here is that I'm forcing the opponent to have a buff and like double single combat or concerted strike. Because they cannot kill the Young Witch without buffing the Fiora first. And they don't have it. There we go. So we were able to raise them fast enough. And again, that's why I said that moral support was so important. It delayed them by 1, right? Which is exactly what we needed to be able to actually find the lead. So GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoy those games of Lulu Braum. Kind of shows you what it can do, right? Like, a lot of the times you are going to win with just the one of the tribes. But sometimes you can kind of like aggressively remove the opponent's units when you have this Braum Lulu combo on the field. Or even like Rhine-Fang Wolf with the Young Witch or the Caretaker, or even with the Pits. It allows this wolf to just be able to take a lot of good trades against the opponent, because now that wolf is a 3/3 with Challenger. So add that with some of the support cards and it gets to be really, really nice. it's a cool deck. It's a cool deck. Infinipatrons, I think they pretty well with this deck idea here. I like it. I like it. It does feel like a little bit lacking though. Like you don't really have a lot of reactions against the opponent. We're not playing a big freezes. We are playing Brutal Steel, but we're not playing like Harsh Winds or even Three Sisters. So sometimes you might not be able to do anything against like something like a Nasus if the opponent gets like an Atrocity, because this is an Eternal deck, so you do have to worry about stuff like Atrocity. You also don't have access to I guess Entomb, like if you're playing Three Sisters, to be able to disrupt the opponent's game plan. So this is all in, just ignore what the opponent wants to do and just try to do your own thing. You can get good trades with the challengers. For the most part, you just want to fill up your board, get good trades with the challengers, and just play your Warden of the Tribes, and just forget about the opponent's final game plan. Because again, if they have like Atrocity, or like they have like these big elusives, etc., you don't really have a lot of great ways to really deal with that. With that said, it's pretty good how this deck is going to play out. Early on, I'm trying to mulligan for my Lulu, trying to get my Omen Hawk, obviously, on turn 1 if I can, my Young Witch, my Wolf, right? Like this, and my Pits, like these early support units with my Lulu or my Braum or my Wolf. Like you want to kind of get a combination of a challenger, whether it's Braum or the Wolf, and then a support unit. So whether that combination is Lulu and Braum, or Braum and Young Witch, or Braum and Pits, or Braum and Caretaker, like you want to just get one of those combinations. So that's kind of what you want to mulligan for. You want to look for those units so that you can kind of get that challenger combo and be able to start hitting, taking those good traits against the opponent. After you start doing that in the early game, in the mid game, that's when you start going for your Glacial Saurian. You go for the Sending Thousand Tails, your Combat Cook. Just try to get this different subtypes, right? That's why we play Combat Cook, because of the Weapon Master. So we can get the Weapon Master here, the Reptile with the Saurian. You have the Dog with the Wolf. You have the Fade with the Flower Child and the Pits, and you have the Yoro with the Lulu, and you have the Poro with the Braum, and as well as the Bird with the Omen Hawk. So you want to get all these different subtypes in the mid game so that you can set up for your late game Warden of the Tribes, just winning you the game. You can see how powerful that is. If you can play this Warden of the Tribes, as long as you have at least a few units, they become so powerful against the opponent because you're able to support them and even grow them stronger. I know it's kind of redundant to have the Lulu and the Warden of the Tribes, because once the units are big enough, your Lulu is not doing anything. But the idea is that once you have that Lulu level up, that those barriers and those vulnerables that you can give the opponent can be really clutch at really closing out games and pulling the opponent's blockers away as you need it, as necessary. So yeah, I think that's kind of what you want to do with this game. Early with this deck, early game, just board presence, support plus challenger. Mid game, work on your subtypes, whatever you're missing, and late game, go Warden of the Tribes. If you can find a way to commit lethal in between all of that, great. But a lot of times it doesn't hurt to just play for the Warden of the Tribes and just kind of go from there. So yeah, that's kind of the main strategy. Again, props to Infinipatrons for this deck list. You can find their stream in Twitch if you look up for them. And I think that's going to be it for me today. So hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LOR videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.